Hi everyone, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys a really cute little micro bag that Coach recently launched, and it is this little bag right here. This is called the Rogue 12, and I have this one here in the signature jacquard print. I'm definitely going to talk about the little details of this bag because they're so cute, show you what fits in here, and then also my thoughts are at the end as well, plus maybe some additional size comparisons between the Rogue 17 and the Rogue 25, so you guys know what like the size of this bag is like. So if you're interested in today's video over this little cutie, please do stay tuned. And just for full disclosure, I do currently work for Coach as an SA. However, all the bags on my channel are from my own personal collection, and I'm just here to share with you guys my personal love for handbags. Also, if you guys like these kind of videos, please do consider liking and subscribing because all I do on my channel is just talk about handbags and stuff. So if you guys like handbags and stuff, please do consider liking and subscribing. And you can also follow me on Instagram too for more handbag related content. So when it comes to the details of the little Rogue bag, as you can see, it is basically a shrunken down version of the Rogue. It has two top handles, and these will be in the yellow color here. And it has four little rivets too where these handles are attached, and it even has that leather like scooping detail on the front, which I think is really cute for the jacquard style. The bag does feature a little hang tag as well, and this one will be your like 1941 style hang tag with a metal cap on the top, the little horse and carriage on the front there, and then on the back will be the plain leather. And this one again is in the signature jacquard print, so it has the thick woven fabric on the front and back of the bag in that C pattern. On the sides of the bag too, you'll notice that this does have a little bit of leather trim and that belting detail that goes across the bag. So here it is on the sides and then on the top as well, that runs through for the zip compartment. And you have two little tabs there, which I think are so funny, and then also the two little rivets too on each side to secure that belting detail. And then on one of the underneath portions here, you'll get a little 1941 stamp that is that cross pattern, and a little cowhide stamp as well, just like any of the other 1941 bags. So that is located right there. And then on the bottom, you do have a leather base for the micro bag, and it does have two additional little like leather pieces too for the brass feet. And I think that is such a cute little detail for this bag that Coach still, you know, for this tiny bag made feet for it. On the inside of the bag, it does feature three compartments. So you have three sections right here. You have two open sections that are lined in a microfiber material. And on this one here, you actually have a large like slip pocket. And I say large, but it's just a pocket that goes like across the whole width of the bag. So you have a little slip pocket here, and I don't really use this pocket. It is in a leather material, and all I have in here is just the care instructions and the price tag hidden away, and I think you can see that better. It's like a little pocket right there. On the inside of the bag, it does feature the fabric lining, and another thing too is that even though this bag is small, it still does have two zipper pulls, which I think is great. So you can zip the bag like so, and the inside here is lined in fabric. It is like that linen material, and then you also have your Coach story patch right there, which is on the interior of the little bag. So when it comes to the Rogue 12, it does come with a crossbody strap as well, and here is what the strap looks like. And this actually is a pretty substantial leather strap for how tiny this bag is, and it does have a lot of adjustments too. So I just have it at the longest setting to make it a crossbody, and I believe for this strap here you have 5 settings, and you just adjust it via this little brass buckle right there. But to attach the crossbody strap, the top handles have a extra little D-ring on the underneath side of one of the rings, and they are going diagonal from each other. So you just clip the little strap onto these rings here, and you can use it as a crossbody bag. Another option you can do as well is to carry this bag with a chain strap. So I have this brass chain here from another bag, but Coach actually now makes a dinky strap instead of in like the light gold color. It's called Old Brass. So if you check the website, you can find a dinky chain that is in the same brass color as the bag, and I want to say it's gonna be a little bit thicker than this chain strap here that I have, but you can definitely carry this bag with a little chain strap and be super cute for like nights out and stuff. So here's what it looks like if you're curious to see what the little bag looks like with a chain strap. So now I want to show you guys everything I'm able to fit inside of the Rogue 12, and since this bag is very small, you do have to do a little bit of editing. So for me personally, I would just carry like my essential items with me. So first it's going to be my card keys, And then I have a chapstick from Dior. And then I have two cards here. One's like Starbucks and the other is Raising Cane's, just for demonstration purposes. So for me personally, I could hold up to like 3 or 4 cards, but I'm just gonna use these two for now. And since this bag is so little, I will not be able to fit my phone in here, but usually my phone is in my hands anyway. So there's that. So here's everything inside of the Rogue 12. So in the interior compartment here, I have one card, my keys, and a chapstick. And then on this little back pocket here, I went ahead and show you guys that a card did fit in here nicely. So here is that little Starbucks card, and it fits perfectly fine in that little slip pocket too. And I am able to zip this bag up as well, and there won't be any warping or distortion of the bag. And I would say for the Micro Rogue, you can definitely fit a little bit more items there if you wanted to. So if you want to fit another chapstick or AirPods, you definitely can. But here's what it looks like once the bag is closed. So here's a quick side-by-side comparison between the Rogue 12 and the Rogue 17. And as you can see, there is definitely a size difference between these two bags. So you did need to carry with you a little bit more on a daily basis. I would say, obviously, go ahead and size up to this bag. If you can't, deal with your phone in your hands and you always need to carry it in your purse, the Rogue size 17 moving up obviously will accommodate a phone much better than this little bag here. But here is a size comparison between these two bags for you. So here's a quick size comparison between the Rogue 25 and the Rogue 12. And as you can see, this is significantly bigger than the Rogue 12 bag. And in fact, it kind of looks like a bag charm on the Rogue 25. But if you did need to carry a lot with you on like a daily basis, go ahead and size up to this bag, just because the Rogue 25 can definitely accommodate more items than the Rogue 12. But there's that size comparison if you were curious to see what it looks like. And the last little comparison I want to do is between these two here, which is the Rogue 12 and the Rogue Charm, which I think is really funny. So if you did want a even smaller bag, you can definitely carry this little guy here, and this is the Rogue Charm. And this actually holds a card, or actually a couple cards. I think you hold like 3 or 4 credit cards, a chapstick, and your keys, which is basically everything this bag held. So if you did want a small micro Tea Rose bag, this would be super cute. But there's that size comparison for you, and this bag obviously will be a little bit larger than this one here. So my first impressions of the Rogue 12 is that I love this little bag so much. And I think for me, what I love about it is, number one, is obviously the cuteness. I think this bag is so cute and adorable. It is just like a full-size Rogue bag, but shrunken down into a micro mini. And I really also appreciate the attention to detail too that Coach made, or kept in mind when making these bags, just because they could have easily skipped on some of the details and, edited out some things, but they really made this bag just like the full-size version. I love the 2 top handles on the top of the bag here, and they still like rotate, even though like you can't tuck them in because they're pretty big, but you can still hold on to them, and they still, swivel around. And they even have little rivets here too on the front. They kept the leather detail here, which I think is super cute. You even get a 1941 style hang tag, which I think is so cute. And even more shockingly is actually the bottom that Coach kept these little leather tabs here and added feet to the micro bag, just because, it's so small. I feel like they could have just not added feet, but they really went the extra step to add little feet here too, which I think is so cool. And then even the sides here, they kept the leather binding detail to wrap around the bags, which I think is really neat. The other thing too that really impressed me about this cute little bag is that it actually holds a great amount of stuff. And I know, I get it, like it's a small bag, but holding like 5 to 6 credit cards, 2 chapsticks, AirPods, headphones, I was able to coil in here the like phone charging cable I had, and my chapstick too, and other stuff. And I'm pretty surprised that it holds so much stuff. So again, even though it's small in pint size, it still holds a ton of items. And when carrying this bag too, it's also super comfortable because it's like non-existent, because it's so light and little that when you carry the bag, you kind of forget that you even have it on. But yeah, it's just so darn cute, and holds a good amount of stuff. So that does it for today's video over the Rogue 12. If you guys have any more questions about this cute little bag, just leave a comment down below and I can try to help you out, or you can also message me on Instagram as well, and I can try to help you out that way. But if you did like today's video, please do consider liking and subscribing, and you can also follow me on Instagram too for more handbag related content. But other than that, guys, have a great rest of your day. Bye!